I was a free bird, born by the sea, moving between coasts and countries, accompanying the winds and singing to the sunset. I didn't know the meaning of chains, nor did my feet stop because I didn't have feet at all, only wings longing for the horizon. One day I saw a beautiful girl. She was standing on the beach, drawing circles in the sand with her small foot, her eyes scanning the distance as if she wasn't waiting for something that wouldn't come. I would see her every morning from the sky, and I would descend to get closer. I loved her from nowhere. I would fly to 1,000 cities, but my heart would always return to where she stood. When my longing became overwhelming, I went to an old magician high in the mountains and said to him, "I want to be human, just to see her with my eyes, speak to her with my lips, and love her as people love." He looked at me with aging eyes and said, "But you will lose your freedom." I said to him, "What is the value of freedom when the heart is in a cage of longing?" The magician recited his spell, and suddenly I became a human being. For the first time, I touched the dirt with my feet. I felt the cold, the fear, and the pulse. But all of that vanished when I stood before her. "Hello," I said, and she smiled, as if she had been waiting for me. I recognized her and learned her name was Georgie. I told her about the countries I had seen, about the sun that never sets, and about the sea that holds my secrets. I didn't tell her I was a bird. I was afraid she would think I was crazy. But I loved her with the sincerity of a human being, and she kept looking at me as if I were something out of a fairy tale.
The days passed, and my heart grew attached to her. I lived the details of life as if I were learning them for the first time. Simple things made me laugh, and things that passed me by, like a bird, made me cry without my noticing. Layla loved talking about dreams. She once said to me, "Sometimes I feel there's a secret in your eyes, as if you saw the world from above, not from the ground." I was confused and smiled without answering. How could I tell her that I'd seen her from the sky before I'd seen her from the ground? One night, as we walked under the moonlight, a white feather fell from the sky. Layla suddenly stopped and said, "You know, this feather looks like you." In a moment of honesty, I felt the time had come. I said to her calmly, "I wasn't always human. I was a bird, and for your sake, I asked to become human." She laughed at first, thinking it was a joke. Then she saw my eyes trembling, and she calmed down. "And you still love me? More than you loved the sky." She was silent for a long time. Then she leaned closer and said, "Then I won't let you fly alone. If I ever become a bird again, teach me to fly."